In this video, I'm going to review the recent performance of our option trade alerts here at Stock Market Guides. On my screen here is a display of trade alerts that were completed in the last 2 weeks for one of our portfolios of option trade alerts. And this particular portfolio is one where the trades are designed to last up to a week. So they fall squarely in the swing trade category, and they're for people who are pretty interested in active trading. Where each trade lasts about a week. In the left-hand column, there is the ticker symbol for the option, and so for each one, you have the underlying stock's ticker symbol, the expiration date of the option, and the strike price of the option. And it shows what the price was at the time of the trade alert and what the price was at the time that the trade ended. And when we send trade alerts for this particular portfolio, they include a profit target as well as a time limit. And it's kind of like whichever of those occurs first, that's what causes the trade to end. And on the far right column, we have the return. And just looking right here without even scrolling anywhere, you can see that it's been a nice hot streak lately. So this is 10 trades in a row that have ended up being profitable. Now there are some losers down here if we keep scrolling down. So you can see there are some losing trades. But overall, across the board, over the last 2 weeks, it's been 14 wins and 3 losses. So it's been a nice couple of weeks here. The average return on these trades is 25.28% over that period. So in other words, if you just take the average of these returns right here over this particular period and average it out, it comes out to an average of 25.28%. And that's a robust return for a trade that only lasts a week. To average a 25% return for a trade that lasts a week, you imagine if you annualize that, multiply that times 52 to figure out the annual return. That's a gigantic annualized return. Now that said, not every period is like this, that's for sure. This is a particularly robust period with 14 wins and 3 losses. So this is a really strong period, and not all periods are like this, that's for sure. But clearly, there are periods that are like this. And so these are sometimes the building blocks that help people build substantial wealth, is having periods where there's just a nice sustained string of success like this. Let's look at one of these trades. So this one right here, this is for Macy's. And I have this ticker symbol pulled up on my screen over here. So this is the stock chart for Macy's. And each of these price bars represents 1 day of price activity. And it shows that the entry was on January the 16th, and it was at the opening bell. And so you can see here that this is January the 16th. Right here is where the underlying stock price was for Macy's at the opening bell. And you can see what happened. I mean, this thing was coming down and coming down hard. We had information that suggested to us it might be due for a rebound, and it got timed pretty well. You can see that the precipitous drop stopped right after we sent the trade alert, and then it went up, and we ended up hitting the profit target today, the day that this is being filmed, at $2.59 a contract, and that was like right up, right near where the current price is actually, maybe just a couple cents higher. And so we captured this move right here with that trade. And that's what generated, in this case, a 31.8% return on investment for that particular option trade. And so that's obviously our objective. We're trying to buy options at a time, buy call options in particular, at a time when the odds might be in favor of the underlying stock going up. And this time we nailed it on that one. We captured this move right here. And that's what we're trying to do in general. Not every trade ends up working out. Even when the odds are in your favor, there's still are times where there's losing trades. And so that's one of the biggest challenges. Even when the odds are in your favor, it's learning to live with the losing trades too. And it's a real challenge because there's real risk involved. So that's it. That is how our option trade alerts have performed recently. If you have any questions about our service, you can contact us anytime. Our email address is support@stockmarketguides.com.